My son Brent and I were talking about the movie Catch 22, which is a fantastic movie. Everyone should see it. And we just started talking about it, how it was about, corporatism and about fascism and war, I suppose, obviously. But we started talking about soldiers, and I said that the US soldiers have got the highest suicide rate because they've been made to do so many tours in war zones. And no one's been more critical of me, of US foreign policy, but um, it's really sad. It's not the soldiers, it's not the people's fault, as an individual, but it reminded me of a story, or not a story, a documentary, The World at War. The late 70s documentary, The World at War. It's like a 12, 15 part series, and it's just fantastic. Everyone should watch it. They should show it in schools. Everyone should watch it because it's just that good. And there was a story about the suicides. There was a story, there was a British lady who was married to a German, and she was on a train, and they were going, I guess, towards the Western Front, and a soldier came and sat next to her, and he was I guess, a Waffen SS guy, and he'd been part of the death squads in Russia that just went through and just murdered everyone, whole villages. And he was telling the lady about a story when they were killing a village full of people, and a little boy came up to him and said, "Am I standing straight enough, sir?" Because obviously they were lining up to shoot him. And he couldn't live with it, and he was saying, with tears in his eyes, I guess he was telling her that he was couldn't live with what he had done, and he had tried to die in battle many times. He would go to the front of the battle, but he hadn't died, and he was off to the Western Front to die. Basically, he wanted to die because he couldn't live with it, and she went to sleep on this soldier's shoulder, and when she woke up, he was gone. But you can imagine the atrocities. That no wonder that they're killing themselves, because it would just be so hard to live with, And I think it's worthy of remembering that, war is a horrible thing. War is all crimes, all rolled up into one. And before you go to war, you want to go have a look at history.